I'm in conversation with Nadine Mercey, who's written this book, Deeper Souls, Less Shoes. And I'm going to ask you just right off the bat, Nadine, basically with this book and with what you do, overall, what does that mean for people out there? What is it that you really do?
Definitely I'm an energy worker. I can work one-on-one. I can work from a distance. I can send energy to 600 people all at the same time around the world. Truly. I prefer to teach. I prefer to equally help bring awareness to understand that universal energies do exist and that we can help each other. Bringing motive that, you know, what if you could drive to work every day and realizing that we're here to help people and that we're all teachers or we're all healers helping each other? What if we had that awareness that when we needed to go to work that somebody was there to help us and that we all understood that?
And this awareness, I think, is something that more and more of us are hearing about. We've, you know, either heard or read the book, The Secret. We've heard of the author Eckhart Tolle, who believes, you know, you need to get rid of the ego, and even people like yourselves. There's lots of these types of books out there. I think bringing awareness to this awakening that society really needs. My big question, though, is the acceptance from the science side of things. So science and medicine and how they perceive someone like yourself. What do they think about what you do?
It's okay that they have questions. I haven't had, I mean, you do need skeptics for balance, you know, and you do need to have an understanding. I haven't had that issue yet because those that have had experience with a session or in a teaching group usually come out aware of wow, I didn't know that, and why do we not know that? So my feeling is that it's an exciting time to be in the Western Hemisphere, having this knowledge, having this innate wisdom, walking through it, being the average single mom with work ethics, relationship ethics, and young children with no medical background, to having this understanding and actually making a significant difference in people's soul, minds, and bodies, the whole body.
And I think that that's a point there, too, is it doesn't really matter whether or not science and medicine believes or agrees with what someone like yourself does if it is making a difference in other people's lives.
It doesn't matter. What matters to me is that the people who find me, we can work together to make a difference, and that they can pay it forward to share their unique love and spread that image or that message, or unconsciously just sit beside somebody in a movie theater and they're attached to this energy, to raising people's vibrations. It will happen. It is happening. This is not going to be suppressed.
And when you talk about energy and raising people's vibrations, and that we can tap into that ourselves, what does that really mean for people? Like, they sit there and think, what do you mean, tap into my energy? How can you explain that?
People unconsciously compete for energy all the time. I know growing up in my adolescenthood, I'm sorry, Dad, if I can use this as an example, my dad would say, "Where were you last night?" And I would say, "I wanted to help people, right? I was out, Daddy, I was here, I was there." And he let that go. And then my brother would come down the stairs, and he was a really cool cat, very aloof, and my dad would say, "Where were you last night, Mike?" Mike would go, "Out." And I would watch, and like, I could feel what was happening to my brother, and I could also feel what was happening with my father and his intentions and his words and his vibration that he chose. And he had to say it again, "Mike, where were you last night?" And my brother would say, "Out." Who won? And why were you competing for energy? If you look at it at home and at work, we're all doing it. We're just not aware.
And that's the biggest thing, is finding that awareness. And I think Deeper Souls, Less Shoes will help people do that. Mm-hmm. You'll have questions, but then you can always contact Nadine if you have those questions and want to explore them further. Otherwise, it's just an amazing read. Thank you so much, Nadine. It's been a pleasure spending time with you.
Thank you. I'm grateful.